Okay, so greetings from Filey in North Yorkshire on this late September afternoon. You got me, Transmission 1 here, having a little look at the GT-5TP by Baofeng. One of their latest incarnations of the popular range. Dual band radio, as we explained earlier. Nice big keypad, very good illumination in the dark, which we won't be able to test at the moment because it's far too bright out here. As you can see, we're in quite an interesting point out down at the brig, which is out in the North Sea there, and as you can see, it's quite picturesque out here. It's quite a nice location. So anyway, here's the radio itself. It's quite lightweight actually. I've not actually put the belt clip on this because I've literally only just got the radio, so it's very new. So we're just going to take a quick look and give it a quick test, thanks to the help of my sons, who are about half a mile away from here, just to give you some idea of the audio quality, and then hopefully a bit later on we'll do a bit of a scan and see what we can get on the radio, if anything. All we've got programmed in right now is the standard PMR 446 channels plus the 8 unofficial UHF-CB channels, which are actually documented on the forum there. Basically it's another 8 channels above the normal PMR 446 channels in the digital range, which unofficially make up the UK's other 8 PMR channels. In fact, there's quite a bit of activity on them from time to time. You're quite surprising actually who's got them programmed in the radios and everything, so it's worth popping them into your radio. Like I say, they're on the forum. If you search for UHF unofficial CB frequencies, you'll probably find them out there. But anyway, what I'll do is I'll just give my son a call. Now before I do, there's a couple of things I'd like to point out on the PTT bar here. It's like a dual PTT. It's not just one big bar, it's basically 2. And now when I first got the radio, I made the mistake of actually pressing the top one, and I didn't realise that it actually transmitted on whichever VFO you were pressing, either at the top or the bottom of the PTT. I didn't realise it was a dual PTT, and I wondered what was going on at first. So for example, if you want to transmit on the bottom VFO, which is currently set to PMR 08, you press the bottom half of the PTT. Obviously if you want to transmit on channel 1, as in this display up here, we'd press the top half of the PTT. Now that threw me at first because obviously I didn't read the instruction book, and it's the first time I've used this particular type of radio, and I wondered what was going on at first because I ended up transmitting somewhere else I shouldn't have been, and that is the reason why. So it's always worth reading the manual, I guess. But here you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to try the bottom VFO. Like I say, my 2 sons are on PMR 08 there on 446, and they're about half a mile away from here, so we're just going to try it and get some idea of the audio quality, see if it's any good. So let's give it a try. Okay, Ross, I hope you're receiving on this one. Here's a test for YouTube on PMR 446 channel 8. Are you there?
Hello, I am there.
Excellent, yeah. How's the radio sounding back to you there? I know we're only about half a mile apart, but the incoming audio sounds really clear on this radio. Nice big speaker on it, and it's quite loud as well.
It sounds absolutely crystal clear.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some of the earlier Baofeng radios, like the smaller ones, and the speaker in them was okay, but it was never very good tone quality. You know, you had to turn it up quite loud as well, but this radio seems to have plenty of volume in it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how's the actual incoming audio then? You know, as we're talking now, is it sounding very clear at your end on your radio?
Yeah, I know that you sound absolutely clear. How do I sound like?
Yeah, it sounds absolutely fine. Really crisp, clear audio. I know you're using a Kenwood PMR radio, and that seems to be working really well for you. And like I say, plenty of volume. I'm not talking too close to the microphone on this radio. I'm actually about a foot away from the mic, because I've got the camera in front of me here. And it sounds okay still, yeah? Loud enough?
Yeah, that still sounds loud enough. I've just put the Kenwood a bit away. Might sound better. I would recommend the Kenwood. They sound really well, and so does other radios, which we might be covering.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, like I say, I've only been using this radio for a little while. It's the newest one I've got here, and for the price, I think they're really good. Basically, you can pick one of these up in the UK for about £30, so it's very good on the pricing. And you're getting a dual band radio. We're using just the PMR channels, as you know, the UK PMRs, and it's only on low power, which is all you need really for this set of frequencies, and that's all you're supposed to use really. And it all seems to be quite good. I'm quite impressed.
Yeah, definitely worth the price. I would go buy one if I was older. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that then. Well, much appreciated for your test there, and I'm going to take you back to my other son now, Ryan. Ryan, are you on this frequency?
Hello, I am.
Yeah, nice one, Ryan. How's the radio coming through to you? Is it sounding really nice and clear?
Yeah, it sounds super cool. I heard your talk with you and Ross.
Yeah, thanks for that. Well, like I say, we're only doing this for the first time really as a test between us on this particular radio. It's quite nice sound quality. You're using a different radio again from the one that Ross has got there, but it still sounds perfectly clear to me, and you're about the same distance away, aren't you? About half a mile away from me, aren't you?
Yep. So guys, I rate this radio 10 out of 10.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, like I say, I'm only talking about half a foot away from the microphone, and it's still plenty loud enough to you then, yeah?
Yeah, it still sounds clear, sounds really good.
Excellent, that's what I like to hear then, yeah. Well, what we're going to do a bit later on this afternoon is we're going to take it up the top of the cliffs and see if we can do a bit of a scan, see if we can find anybody else on the radio up here. I don't know, it's Sunday afternoon, it's very, very quiet, but I'm hoping that we can get something, hopefully.
Yep, let's hope we do.
Alright, well, thank you for your test then, Ryan. I'll just do a little bit more work on the video here, and I'll give you a call back in a few minutes then, yeah? Thanks for that.
See ya!
Thank you. Well, as you can see, that's the Baofeng GT-5TP in action. Just a little test, nothing particularly clever, but just to give you some idea of the audio quality from this particular radio, it works really, really well. And like I say, for the price, it's pretty good. The other nice feature on this, you've got a flashlight in it, which we'll show you later on. This is very, very bright at the moment out here. Very, very sunny this afternoon. But the F button there is for the FM radio. And that's kind of like a little gimmicky feature, but it is quite useful as well. Let's just try pressing it. And that's capital FM coming through there on the FM side of things.
What's done is done.
Pretty good reception. So there you are, that's the FM radio, as you can see there. Seems to pick up pretty well, quite sensitive. You can apparently program memories into it, although I've only used the PC programming software once. And whilst I did see a space to put FM channels in, I haven't actually managed to record them yet. Maybe you've got to have it in memory mode instead of VFO when you go into the radio. I don't know for sure, but certainly it's a nice little package for the price. The flashlight is genuinely useful. I've been using this radio in the dark other night when I first got it programmed up, and it's surprising. I was always under the impression that it'd be a bit of a gimmick, but the actual flashlight in this is very, very bright, and it is good when you're walking through like woodlands at night or anything like that really, and you've got your radio with you. So yeah, all in all, pretty nice package really. And hopefully a bit later on this afternoon we'll see if we can do a bit of a scan around the band and see if there's anything else on, which I doubt very much. We can try just now, but let's just give it a try.
Scanning begin.
There we go. I've got it scanning the 16 PMRs there, or should I say 8 PMR 446 and the unofficial frequencies, just to see. The other ones worth programming in the memories are probably GMRS, which is the American equivalent of our PMR 446. You know, FRS and GMRS. There's 22 channels in America which are license free, and even though they're not able to be used over here because they're actually illegal to use, you'll be surprised that a lot of radios have been imported into the UK and people are actually using the American standard radio, so it's worth having them programmed in. Just have a listen. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the display very well from here, but the scan rate's okay. It's not brilliant. It's alright for what it is though. Seems pretty good to me. It's good enough for a PMR radio anyway, and for the price it's crazy. It really is. It's a good transceiver. Anyway, like I say, we'll be back a bit later on, hopefully, with a bit of activity, but if not, we'll have to try it some other time. So that's it for now.